the building. Hello. Hey, girl. Hey. Mark is still here with us. Kimberly, talk to us. The question was, is Dak the quarterback under the most pressure? That's what we talked about last week.
To which I said, how could he be?
Yeah.
How could Dak, of all people, be under the most pressure? Because we saw what Dak would do last year. We saw in the first few games, right? And what did we see? What did we see this week? What did we see? We saw Dak come out and be that guy that he was last year before that horrific, like you said, that injury that pains you to see. We saw that same Dak. So, I mean, I'm just here. I just came in today just so I could hear this explanation.
Well, first of all, I'm honored and touched that you would come in to see me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I mean, that's more than Swagoo was willing to do here in Bristol, Connecticut. Good luck with that, by the way. Here's the deal. I'm only playing with you. I'm only playing with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I love they need you up there in Bristol. Ain't no doubt about it. But I will say this to the both of y'all, and to you too, Molly. Okay. I'm shocked that you would even ask this question to me. You know where am I gonna go, Molly? It's just one game. It's just one game. I mean, what is this that I'm missing?
No. You go competition, and it's the defending champs.
Time out. He showed up against the defending champions. Obviously, he played lights out. I would remind all of y'all, Kimberly, I have been on the record. I was on the record. Am I lying, Molly?
Okay.
Dak deserved his money. I was furious when he got hurt because I thought that they were going to use that as an excuse to shaft him and not pay him his money. And I was very proud that Jerry Jones, my buddy, stepped up and gave him that 4-year, $160 million. And he showed up opening night against the reigning, defending Super Bowl champions, coached by the GOAT Tom Brady, and showed out. All of that is true. But the question is Dak still under the most pressure? And I'm saying, excuse me, my argument was buffered. Guess why? Let me explain.
Okay, go ahead.
If this dude can perform like that against the reigning defending Super Bowl champions with all 22 starters returning, even though they had some injuries in their secondary and what have you, if you showing out against them, you trying to tell me you should be able to beat Washington and Philly and the New York Giants? You trying to tell me you shouldn't be able to beat the Green Bay Packers? Trying to tell me you shouldn't be able to beat the New Orleans Saints? Shouldn't be able to beat Seattle? Shouldn't be able to beat San Francisco or LA or Arizona?
I refuse.
You got to do it.
No.
Do it.
You know why? Because last time I was here last week, I said I would have given you, if you had said Baker Mayfield, I said, you know what? I don't agree, but I could see that. If you had said Carson Wentz, I'd be like, I hear you.
America's team.
But did you see? You know who's under a lot of pressure? Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Did you happen to see?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't expect anything from Mr.
Pressure.
Fumble. Mr. Fumble, fumbleitis. It's suffering from fumbleitis.
Now
40
we don't
turnovers,
expect anything
18
from Daniel
fumbles in
Jones.
29 since 2019, the most in the NFL. And both anybody expecting nothing from Daniel Jones.
This is why, Kim, sometimes you got to go in that nice office he got in New York and spend a little time with him because you understand what he's doing right now. What he's doing right now is he's trying to set you and I up to talk about the Dallas Cowboys' downfall. That's what he's doing. He's saying Dak is under more pressure because he wants it to be a epic collapse when they have their misfortune and don't get to the Super Bowl or don't make a playoff run. Yeah, you are. Get your damn hand off your chest. I know what you're doing. I've seen this movie 100,000 times, but I'm not falling for it. And I'm with Kim 100%. The player under the most pressure in the NFL is Carson Wentz. It's not even close when we think about what this team and it already was and what the expectation for Carson Wentz is. But let me go back to Dak for a second, just 1 second, because Kim, this is Stephen A's game. All right, let me just let you in. He wants Dak to throw for 400 yards every week. Every week he wants Dak to throw for 400. He wants the Cowboys to win the NFC East. And in December, he wants Dak to throw 3 interceptions and be the reason that the Cowboys lose. Not because he don't want to see Dak have success, because he don't want Dallas Cowboys fans to enjoy another week of football. He's waiting for it. So, Kim, we not going to fall for this. He know damn well Dak ain't under no pressure. Dak got 160 million reasons not to be under pressure.
Let me tell you why.
Knowing he can play.
First of all, let's understand what I'm talking about pressure. He ain't got no worries about losing his job, losing the starting quarterback position, nothing like that. We know that. We know he's solid. We know he's the quarterback for the foreseeable future for the Dallas Cowboys for years to come because he's that gifted and he deserves his money and he deserves his props. Let's get that out the way. But in all seriousness, Carson Wentz, I'm going to tell you what helps Carson Wentz, rather, in terms of pressure. You in Indy, you didn't take the vaccine. You got the whole COVID thing going on. You ain't been around. Plus, you had the toe injury that kept you out. There's a whole bunch of excuses to throw in the direction of Carson Wentz for the time being. You can talk about Baker Mayfield. There's no doubt about that. That's a legitimate case for that. I'm not saying he's under no pressure at all. But the Dallas Cowboys are America's team. They are the one playing in the billion-dollar playpen. They are the one worth $5 billion. They are the ones that got all these nationally televised games. And on top of it all, the expectations, not just out of Vegas, but beyond, has them winning the division. We all know how tough it is in the NFC East because no matter what's going on in the division, they find a way to scratch and claw at one another. You cannot sit up there and tell me that Dak Prescott, if this dude ends up not propelling this team to a division crown and some kind of playoff run, that everybody ain't going to be sitting up there, what the hell happened to him? What if he doesn't play well? Of course, if their defense stinks, but he plays well, that's different. But with CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, right Michael Gallup, Ezekiel Elliott,
I know it's a setup. It's a setup.
You see what's happening right here? You see what's happening? See, this is what makes me so mad at you.
I just came on the set.
Why wouldn't you attach the same thing you just said to Aaron Rodgers? Why wouldn't you attach the same thing? Molly, we had a whole A block. We had a whole A block. We had a whole A block about all is fine. He's a bad man.
Can I answer the question?
The Green Bay Packers are going to be fine.
Can I answer the question? Can I answer? You huffing and puffing. Can I answer the question? And then give it to Kimberly. Here's how I'm going to answer the question. Well, no disrespect, but Dak Prescott is not Aaron Rodgers. He don't have that resume. And on top of it all, I think it's safe to assume that the Green Bay Packers, we ain't going to be in the playoffs. We ain't got no questions about that. We ain't worried about that. We know they're going to make it to the playoffs. We know they're going to make it to the playoffs. That's what they do.
I'm going to call him afterwards.
You know what? No, I get it. Cowboys fans, I'm sorry. I didn't know that I was going to come in here and not deal with any reason. I expected Stephen A. to come in here today and be like, you know what? Emotionally, I was wrong. Emotionally, I was speaking from here when I should have been speaking from here. You know what, Dak? You balled out. My bad, brother.
Kim, those 3 words, I promise you, you will never hear.
I'm rooting against fan, guys. I know better.
This is how the Cowboys make him. This is how the Cowboys make him. Because they mean so much to him. He tried to spend 2 hours every other day talking about how much he hated. The Cowboys mean a lot to him. They mean a whole lot. That's why he won't attach the